backstage at Concert for Ukraine, literally fresh off of stage just now. I had to run to get here. Camila Cabello, how you doing?
Like you said, I'm fresh off the stage.
Now, I was able to stand side of stage and watch it. It looked incredible. What was it like to be out there?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was awesome. I could tell. It's actually the first time in a couple years that I've played to a live crowd. Like, I've done TV performances, but that's obviously crowds of like maybe 20, 30 people in a studio. This was the first time I've been like in a venue again, and it felt amazing because it's just so different when everybody is here. They're present, their energy is focused on what's happening. Just like a beautiful intention behind it, and I could really feel that without me even saying anything. Everybody sang along to Fix You. I think everybody was just really there and there for the cause tonight, which felt really, really good.
That's what I love so much, is all the artists we have spoken about, you know, it is obviously about a really incredible cause. How did you approach tonight a little bit differently to, say, a regular performance? Well,
I sang Fix You by Coldplay, and, you know, when the show and we were talking about doing a cover, which I don't really do a lot of covers. I felt like that was like the perfect song, and like even when I didn't rehearsal, just like made me well up, because to me it's just kind of about like, it makes me think of our world and how, you know, it's like we coming together tonight. We just all obviously want to do the most that we can to heal like what's broken.
Of course. One of the things I'm so impressed about tonight's event is how quickly it's been put together. Usually it takes months and months to do this sort of thing. When you got that phone call, was it just like an immediate yes, it was a no-brainer for you to come and perform?
Totally. I mean, I think that having music as, you know, this kind of vehicle to convey this message to the whole world of like, we're paying attention to what's happening in Ukraine, and also letting the people of Ukraine know that we do have their backs, and like, you know, it's like people are paying attention and the world is paying attention, is really important and a beautiful like message of like just human empathy.
Of course. Tonight it seems like there was like quite a few firsts. I mean, you mentioned just now it's the first time performing in front of a live audience for a couple of years. First time performing Bam Bam with Ed Sheeran as well, which, congratulations, went straight in at #1 in the official Big Top 40. Ed mentioned before he was a little bit nervous because he didn't quite know the dance moves, some of the choreography. How did it go?
It went super well. Well, I had so much fun because I just love him. And just like getting to sing with him and looking at him, and he's like smiling, like I just love him so much as a person. And it's so fun to do anything with your friends, to work with your friends, to perform with your friends, and that's just like what it felt like to me. Like he came out and I was like, okay, let me stop being like a doofus, because I was like, you know, just being like kind of silly. And I feel like performing with a friend sometimes, it's like I almost forget that we're on stage. You're just kind of like,
oh, I love that. So, and what's Ed like to work with in the studio? Do you both get on just as well on stage as you do in the studio?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, that was our first time performing on stage, but in the studio, he's just so fun. I mean, he's so fast. I felt like we had such great like flow writing together. Especially too because I'm older now. I'm kind of like, I'm more sure of myself. It was not the first time we'd written together before, but I think it was the first time that, you know, I wasn't like a ball of anxiety, which was fun.
It does make all the difference, doesn't it?
It makes a big difference. So it was like really fun to just like, you know, brainstorm lyrics and go back and forth and get it done in like, you know, a few hours.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for donating your time. We feel very, very lucky to have you here. It's obviously for an incredible cause. Thanks so much for hanging out, Camila.
Thanks, Dev.